Well, depends on what you're using it for. What part of the recipe, right?
Oh yeah, so you might need.
Hi. We're saying you're going live. Oh, hi. How's everyone doing? I haven't been on live for so long. Yay. Happy Tuesday, March 31st. I haven't been live for so long because I have to say, I'm trying to get adjusted to this new world schedule. But I have, yes, Lila, what is it?
When you're done with when you're done with baking your cake,
Lila, I'm live videoing. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Lila says hi. She's gonna say so. Last week, week 1 was it? Was it the week before last?
Last week was 2.
Yeah, last week was 2. Wait, when did I make the bread? So I tried to make bread, and I'm telling you, I'm so mad I ruined that bread. It was hideous. I don't know if anyone else is live and watch me have the kids taste the bread. So I thought I would do another live video. And the reason that I have a full makeup and hair is that I have a cocktail night tonight on house party with some friends in California. And it was required that we dress, that we get ready for the night. So here I am. I did my hair. This is not how I've been looking. I've been looking like a ponytail up in the air, kind of just, we all know, we're all feeling it a little bit, right? So this is like, why not do a live video? I did my makeup and my hair, right? So here I am, and I made bread. So I don't know if you guys remember, I made that bread last week, and my breads always look a little weird. Like this guy looks kind of looks like a Pac-Man. I don't know if you can see that. It really kind of looks like a Pac-Man. So last week, I think if anyone was here, I cut the bread and I had the kids try it. And I think they spit it out. It's like an awkward cooking moment. Yeah, not my best. Because I'm actually like a pretty decent cook normally. So Lila, help me do this, okay? Here we go. So now I did it again, but I used a different recipe. I'm so scared. We're gonna try this, Lila. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Which side should I cut? I just want to know if this is good. Okay, well, I'm so scared. It was so bad last time.
It's okay, Mom.
It's okay? I can always like, what? Oh no, again, it's supposed to have a little bit more air pockets. This was a no need, and I even used my sourdough starter that I tried. All right, Lila, you're gonna be my taste tester. I don't think it's supposed to look like this, you guys. This is epic fail number 2. Wait, let me just, there are some little holes in it, okay? It's still not good. This is hard, and we can't waste the flour. Okay. Want some butter on it?
I'm always like, I want it to be better.
Well, Lila?
Well,
You're thinking, you can,
okay.
it's a little bit better.
It's not terrible.
It's sourdough. That's the sourdough taste. It tastes a little sourdoughy.
No, it's just too
But-
chewy.
Well, it's good to be chewy.
The taste is good. The consistency is like sticky.
I like it.
It's too thick.
It's a little thick. It should be more airy, and I think that's because my yeast, it's a little thick. So I have another recipe I'm going to try now. This was one I got off of the internet. No need sourdough. But this next I'm going to get a...
It's better than before. I feel like this.
Okay, it's better than before.
It's just too thick. Thick.
Don't eat the crust. I'm going to break a tooth right here on camera.
It's good crust.
The crust is good.
The crust is delicious.
So, anyway, the bread, getting better. Also for dinner, A little chili I made, a little mac and cheese, thanks to Annie's mac and cheese, our kids' favorite. And I'm making a chocolate cake, a little one. And that I got from the New York Times. All for all the family, a cake for comfort. It's like mix it in the pan recipe. And you know you can get free coverage if you do New York Times / coronavirus. And it covers all kinds of stuff. So, the bread was kind of okay. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my best, but I'm working on it. And I'm wondering how everyone is doing. A lot of lockdowns happening. This is such a peculiar moment, right? We're all here, locked down in our homes. Kids are doing remote schooling. And they're busy, busy, busy. Aren't you, Lila?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're all mitigating our disappointments. Someone was saying that it's a feeling of collective grief. Like we all feel grief. And that makes sense to me, you know, because we're like, all the stages of grief are happening right now as a society. We have anger, bargaining, disbelief. Help me out, Lila.
Just sadness.
Sadness. But in addition to those...
There's one more. I want to find the last one.
Oh, should we read Untamed? Good. Good, I will. I read her other book, and I enjoyed it very much. But the other thing we should add to our grief, though, is meaning, because we search for a sense of meaning in this. And it's like, why is this happening? And I think what I've noticed from everyone is...
Is this close enough to 1 cup?
Turning a little tiny... No, that's not close enough to 1 cup. When you're baking, it's kind of a precise measurement. You have to go right across the top. But, like, why listen to me? I've baked bread 2 times. The second time was sort of... I'm getting better. We're all improving. So that's kind of my point. So the meaning is like we are forced to assess what's really important and kind of reevaluate these things. Wait, I didn't. You DM me about the plumeria. Oh, good. It's hard to read and talk. There's so many questions. You're reading a Christmas book. She never got to read. Oh, I'm so sorry about losing your aunt. That's terrible. I lost an aunt too. It's so painful. So I'm really sorry.
Aunt Joyce?
Yeah, Aunt Joyce. So my point is we're all looking for meaning. And so what's the one thing? I've been trying to write a journal, and I'm going to tell you right now that I've been totally unsuccessful. Completely unsuccessful. Lila's been committed to her journal, which is great because she'll grow up and be like, remember when we didn't go to school because we had the pandemic and the global pandemic? And I mean, these kids, I'm just amazed at their resiliency, but you know, we just have to wonder like how they're going to feel when they come out of this. Kind of like probably like a lot of kids who lived through 9/11 felt. You know, you learn and you grow. And you try and fail and try to make bread again, right? But flour is precious. You really can't find it at the grocery store. And going to the grocery store for me has been kind of a harrowing experience because I'm in New York where it's out there. I mean, it's kind of everywhere. So, are you aware that just the fluid season? No. So, yeah. Anyway.
Mommy, should I put this?
What I do after Blue Butts? Well, I did a series, and I did some movies and stuff, and I've been looking for different jobs and things, but it's just a very interesting moment where, thankfully, there has been a real uptick in people of color on television. And so that's, like, my whole career, I was like, okay, there's 10 dudes and like 1 white girl on this show. Like, what are all the women of color doing? How do they make a living? And now there's 10 dudes and an actress who's generally of color. And I'm like, this is not the change we're looking for. We're kind of looking for like 50-50 girls, women, men. That might be a little bit better. But whatever it is, I'm glad that they have more people of color on television because come on, it's about time, right? To look at it, have it look like our whole society. I guess they're sweet. I don't know. But anyway, so I am. Eventually, it'll go back to like, may the best person get the job, and they won't have like, it'll be more even, you know, and hopefully there'll be more women written in general. So that's the thing. Do I go to stores or I still order? Well, we went to the store recently, and it was harrowing. I'm not gonna lie to you. We like washed everything, wiped everything down. Yes, I'm doing a live video. So daughter needs me. Anything at the store? No eggs or bread in St. Louis? Oh my gosh.
Here you go, and it'll sneak up. Twist, keep going.
Yeah. Wow.
Push
When
it
did
in.
your movie come out? Which movie? Oh, that movie I know. The last one I did, they're editing.
Now you take it off.
No.
It's on.
No one, no body, no dead. Yeah.
Space.
Maybe she's not dead. Like maybe she was abducted by those people. But
I don't know. Wait,
we don't know.
I did a second. Just,
Anyway,
okay, I'm sorry.
I'm doing a live video. Then you missed the bread tasting.
Oh, I didn't know you were doing live videos.
Yeah. So Sid is doing. They're back late. He is in the band Late Night with Seth Meyers, and Seth Meyers is back on the air, and Sid's been doing remote, and I've been operating the camera. Yes, thank you very much. And the kids were in last night's show in the closing thing right here on this counter, and I filmed them, and I was standing like half in, half out of the shot of the. What do you call this, Lila? The door. In the rain, getting the shot. The window. So, Lila's picking at me like I'm a baboon in the circus. Are you grooming, Mom? Yeah, good. So, I'm going to, I don't know how to do this. I just say view.
Question for
It's sip over here. Lila has a question for baking. Go ahead. What's the question, girl?
Do I mix the vegetable shortening in? Do I put it in the bowl before I start mixing it with the sugar? Or do I put it in as I'm mixing it?
Well, what does the recipe say? I said follow the recipe.
It just says mixed sugar and...
Well, then it doesn't matter which is first. You're just going to mix them up, right?
Okay.
But you have to make exact measurements when you're baking. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. Today was a rough one. It's a lot of rough stuff out there. And in New York, it's really intense. There's a lot of sirens. And I have a friend who works in an emergency room and a COVID ward. And it's real. And by the way, the doctors, no one's hoarding any medical supplies in New York. They're all talking to each other. They have conference calls every day sharing information about who has what, and that's straight from doctors in New York that I know. So that's a misnomer. They're all doing their best, and they're trying to help people. And my friend who's an emergency, works in a COVID ward, who's unfortunately using his own phone in a Ziploc baggie to make calls for people to say goodbye to their loved ones. So it's intense.
Darren,
Yeah.
does this look even enough?
I think it looks pretty good, Lila. You're a good baker. Anyway, so yes, I am in the city. I'm actually in Brooklyn. We're in Brooklyn. And we have a hospital down the road, which usually has a line of refrigerator trucks for people who are not as fortunate as we are, sitting here in our kitchen making bread. And my hat's off. It's 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock every night, we go onto our porch and we cheer for the healthcare workers and to say thank you. Because there's a clinic down the road one way, and then there's a a small hospital that, strangely enough, we shot in all the time during trial by jury. So whenever I drive past that hospital, I'm always like, we shot trial by jury in there. But that is a hospital that always has a line and has the refrigerator trucks up front. So when it's 7 and we have an alarm set, so in like 5 minutes we go outside and we cheer. And if you guys want to cheer the healthcare workers, you can also at 7 o'clock every night. You just go out and cheer. And it also feels good to go outside and just yell, like clap and yell and cheer. So I highly recommend it. So that's all I have to say today. I'm glad the bread wasn't a total disaster. I'm glad you all are out there still. Be safe, be strong. Be well, and I will try to come back on live video more often. And if someone looking to look after children of those who are on the front line. Oh wow, that's amazing that you're doing that. Thank you. That's really amazing. Thank you to all, everyone's doing their part. So thank you. You've been staying home. You're doing your part, and thank you to all of you. And hang in there. And until next time, until we see each other again, stay well. All right. Stay well, stay safe, stay strong. And I'll push it end.